Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Silwal and my student ID is 3034946. Today on this video I'll be discussing about my assignment 2, which is related to creating journal each week for the topic we have studied on our lecture. The course name is Business Communication, and the course lecturer and tutor is Arvind sir. And on this video I'll be discussing about the topics which I have done for each week for my assignment 2, and give some ideas and suggestions related to it. So business communication course is basically related to studying about communication, its types, how it could be effective for the business or the organization. And on my video I'll be discussing about like the various topic which I have chosen for each week for my journal, and I'll be discussing about them. And the main reason of making this video or doing this assignment was like improving my knowledge, improving my confidence skill, gaining more knowledge related to communication field, and improving my writing skills related to how to write journal on certain topics. And for my first week I have written about the Presley paradox, which explain about like if the technology of communication increases more, the quality of communication decreases. And I agree with this point because like we can easily understand that like with the use of technology might people use technological devices like laptops, cell phone, mobile phone, and other thing a lot rather than doing communication with other people properly. For example, if four people went for a dinner together, we can clearly see that most of them getting busy on their social networking sites on their phone rather than spending quality time or having proper quality communication. The people might keep using their phone at a time. So what this theory try to explain is with the use of a more technological or with the development of a more technology, the communication between the people or in the organization doesn't become quality one. And for my week 2 I have discussed about visual communication. Visual communication is basically more like the communicating through the visuals rather than speaking. It could be like showing pictures, videos, making slides, showing slides. And I think the visual communication is the best way of communication because like it is very understandable. When sender send certain videos or certain images to receiver, the receiver can easily get the idea of what the content is trying to say. So and also the visual communication try to touch human emotions. So visual communication, for example, like if you are watching movie, you can get emotion from that movie. If there is like happy scene, you get happy, or if there is sad scene, you get sad. So visual communication is like very effective means of communication where the person doesn't have to speak a lot. He or she just need to show the pictures and videos, and the person next to him can easily understand him. For the week 3 I have discussed about the interpersonal communication. It is more like developing self-awareness, having positive thoughts, having positive attitude, and like making quick decision skills, making strategical decision skills and all. So I think it is very interpersonal communication is very important for any type of organization, or if you want to develop your career, it is very important too. Because like if you have proper analytical thinking skills or decision making skills or problem solving skills, you can easily communicate with others, and also you can like make better decisions which will help you. So I think interpersonal skills will help to embrace your weaknesses and change them into strength, and can make to help your career better. For week 4 I have written about the listening effectively. So how listening effectively is a very big part of communication, because like if you don't listen properly to the person, next to you, if he or she is saying something about certain topic, then there might not be proper communication between you and him. And the way of listening effectively could be like asking questions to him time to time, or like doing some gesture or movement, and paying attention to his conversation. So what happens if you like listens to the person effectively is like there might you or him or you or her might have better communication and better relationship, and yeah, better relationship, and mm, you and him can like express easily. The way of finding out if the person is listening to you properly or not is usually the person who is very attentive to your conversation, he or she do some gestures. But the person who is not that much attentive to your conversation, he or she might just like keep silent all the time and don't say anything. So for week 5, I have explained about the managing business relationship. So business relationship plays very important role. Communication plays very important role in business relationship. For example, if you are working in a certain organization, the if you are working in certain organization, the relationship between the subordinates and superior should be very good, because it helps to maintain the confidentiality of the organization, and also it helps to gain the organization its goals and objectives. For example, how communication works over here is like in business relationship, usually written communication works more rather than oral communication. And for example, if the organization need to explain this, superior need to explain the subordinates about the budget allocation or resources, they might publish the report which will help subordinates to know about the report. And here the communication can be in the form of report, memo, periodic, etc. So, and there is a high chances of maintaining secrecy, as like it is it is sent with a great confidentiality. For week 6, I have explained about the intercultural communication. Intercultural communication is basically like two cultural people from different background, different languages, different religion communicate each other. This is a great way of communication, because both of them could know about their culture, each other, and both of them could have positive attitude towards other culture. But like sometimes it can create a problem too, because for example, like if one person from China or one person from India work together, and if they do not have like proper communication skills, and if they do not have like uh, good speaking skills in different language rather than their own language, there might be a problem while communicating. They could not understand each other, and there could be a big issue. For week 7, I have explained about the organizational communication. It is more like how organizational employees communicate with each other, how they engage each other, and what means of communication they use while communicating. For the example of it could be like the manager giving the feedback to its employees for their work, so that employee can um, improve themselves, and if they are doing bad, and can more better if they are doing good. For week 8, I have written about the oral communication. It is more like face to face communication, or communication through video, radio, and all. And it is very effective way of communication, because like if I'm standing next to the person and I'm having oral communication with him, he or she can give me feedback related to my communication easily. And if I did make some mistake while speaking, I can easily make I can easily apologize for him. And yeah, oral communication is also like time saving, because unlike written communication where you have to write for that, you don't need to write in oral communication. And in case of business, the oral communication could be seminars or meeting where everyone could put their opinions and views, and feedback can be given easily. And for week 9, I have written about the team communication. Team communication is a very necessary whenever you do project with someone, because like if everyone opinions and ideas are respected and worked as a team, the project can be successful. If not, there might be the problem of a confusion and disputes and conflict, which doesn't help them to complete their project and can create a big issue too. So at last, for week 10, I have written about the negotiation skills. It is like agreement between the parties for certain topic, and finding out the solution related to the problem. Negotiation skills could not be effective way of dealing with the problems. And I agree with that, because like sometimes if both parties are negotiating, but still there might be some chances of a confusion and conflict. Also, the relationship among them could not be successful. And if both of them are competitive among each other, there could be chances of like conflict. And if there are the chances of mutual benefit, one might show dishonesty to another. So overall, I have learned about this topic a lot by doing research, and it was very helpful. It had been very helpful for me researching about this topic and writing about it. Thank you.